We are still waiting on the Supreme Court's decision on whether or not Donald Trump has complete and total immunity like he claims. And I'm not expecting them to give it to him. And we should get that decision this week, maybe in time for the debate. That would be interesting. However, we've gotten a look into what they are going to be taking up next term. Now, that term starts on the first Monday in October. And this is an appeal out of Tennessee on a ban on gender affirming care for minors. Um, this ban prohibits basically any amount of gender affirming care, including puberty blockers and things like that, hormones, whatever they need, unless they are consistent with the gender that was assigned at birth or if there's some other sort of issue. Um, but it doesn't allow for gender dysphoria treatment and things like that. And they've said this is harmful for kids to allow them to have their gender affirming care treatments and things, but ultimately it's being appealed, and the Justice Department under Joe Biden has signed on to this lawsuit. They are actually taking it over on behalf of some of the people in Tennessee, and it is they're saying that this law violates the 14th Amendment and the Equal Protections Clause, basically saying that you are discriminating against somebody and not treating them equal because you don't agree with them. And I don't know whether or not this case is going to succeed, but it is interesting that the Supreme Court has already said they will hear this case. They did turn down a case that is very similar out of Kentucky. I don't know if they turned it down because they had already agreed to hear the Tennessee case or not. Now, this is just, again, highlights what is at stake with this presidential election because, like I said, Joe Biden's Justice Department has signed on and has taken over this case, suing on behalf of the trans students in Tennessee. Should Joe Biden lose and this case not be argued before the Supreme Court before Donald Trump would assume the presidency, he could dismiss that part of it, and the Justice Department and the federal government would not be behind this case. So it's very important just to remember to get out and vote because there's a lot on the line, but we're already getting a peek into what's coming up with the Supreme Court.